I'm Jimmy Holland, and welcome to another edition of A Preacher and His Work. We have so many great preachers and ministers across our country and around the world, and this is our way of helping you get to know them just a little better. We are coming to you from Polishing the Pulpit in Sevierville, Tennessee, which is always a great time to come together with brothers and sisters across the country and build new relationships. And I'm very thankful to have Brother Ed Crookshank with us. Brother Ed, I appreciate you sitting down with us.
Thank you. It's a joy and a privilege.
What congregation are you currently with?
I'm with Pocahontas Church of Christ in Coffee County in Tennessee.
And how long have you been with them?
I've been with them almost 4 years.
But you were involved in mission work before.
Yes, before that I had spent about 54 years in mission work in Zambia, Malawi, and the South Pacific. And then Zambia was my first work. I spent 16 years there and was involved into preacher training work at first, and then I got involved in purely evangelistic type of work after that.
Well, including your local work and including mission work, about how long have you been involved in ministry total?
About 60 years.
About 60 years. Wow, that's incredible. I appreciate everything that you've done. When you look at being involved in mission work and even local work, what motivated you to go in that direction?
Well, when I was in high school, I decided I wanted to be a preacher. That was my motivation. So when I attended Harding College, it was called college at that time, I went there for the purpose of preparing for being a preacher. But at that time, they had pretty strong emphasis upon missions. And so Brother Otis Gatewood came in, did a series on missions in different parts of the world, and they established different clubs. And I joined the African Club, and we had a bunch of missionaries from Africa, and especially Zambia. And that's how my interest in Africa got started there. So I started talking with those people and tried to decide what I wanted to do. And so it all evolved from that. Got involved into Zambia and went over there and did a preacher training school for the first term, and then came back for furlough, went back and did evangelistic work in what in the area is called the Copper Belt. And all of the rest followed suit from there.
Wow, that shows that you have a desire to reach souls all over the world. And when you look at your experience, when you look at your work as a missionary, when you look at your work as a local minister, if there was one message that you could share with the world based on your experience, what would that one message be?
I think if I had one thing to say to the world, and especially to the church, I think that's what you're having reference to. We've got to wake up that the world is lost without the gospel. We're very complacent, and we only seem to be concerned about our own little world here in America because we've got it so made, as we call it. Yes. But we really don't have it made. There's no better life than being a missionary. You have to change your way of thinking. You have to change your way of doing things. You're in a different culture, but you go ahead and you do that. And so I think that we've got to really get ourselves concerned, and I think we got to get elders who really get focused on mission work, and then it will happen.
Well, Brother Crookshank, I appreciate all your mission work, and I appreciate you being with us today.
Thank you.
I appreciate you being with us, and I look forward to being with you next time on A Preacher and His Work. To God be the glory, great things.
The preceding program was a production of the Fort Payne Church of Christ TV studio located in Fort Payne, Alabama.